The flood situation in Jammu and Kashmir is very grim and steadily deteriorating. The number of dead in the floods has reached 148. Authorities say 11,000 people have been rescued so far. Jhelum River has breached its embankments in several parts of Srinagar. As a result, areas like Indiranagar and the Badami Bagh Army Cantonment are flooded. Scores of people are stranded on the rooftops of their homes, making desperate calls for help. Rescue efforts are on, but it's a humongous challenge for the police and the army who are engaged in the massive rescue work, with many remote parts completely inaccessible. The government hospital for children in the heart of Srinagar is completely flooded. Power supply to the hospital has got snapped and there is panic there. Several people in Srinagar city have fled their homes for safer places. Apart from Srinagar, areas in South Kashmir like Pulwama, Kulgam, Shopian and Anantnag are totally cut off. And Chief Minister Umar Abdullah has tried to reassure the people, asking them not to panic and saying the government is doing all it can to get to those who are stranded. Confirming that the situation is far worse in Srinagar, the Chief Minister says Indian Air Force helicopters are on standby and will be used to airlift people from areas that are cut off.
जहां जम्मू में हालात आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ठीक होने जा रहे हैं, वहां कश्मीर में हालात और ज्यादा बिगड़ गई है. खासकर श्रीनगर के कुछ इलाके जो हैं, दरिया जो है वो बंड के ऊपर से चढ़ के अब निचले इलाकों में श्रीनगर के शिवपुरा, सोनवार, बदामी बाग, राजबाग, इन इलाकों में 8-8, 10-10 फुट पानी. निचला मंजिल तो पानी के नीचे है. हमारी सबसे पहली फोकस जो है वो लोगों को बचाने का है, रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस के लिए. मैंने अभी सुबह कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरी से 3-4 मरतबा बात की और उनसे बोट्स के बारे में बात की और रेस्क्यू टीम्स के बारे में. उन्होंने हमें अश्योर किया है कि कम से कम 40 से 50 बोट्स जो हैं वो फौरी तौर जहाज में चढ़ा के उन्हें कुछ घंटों के अंदर अंदर श्रीनगर पहुंचाया जाएगा. इसके साथ साथ डिफेंस से उन्होंने बात की है. हेलीकॉप्टर्स तैयार रखे हैं, जहाज भी रखे हैं ताकि दवाइयां वगैरह मेडिकल टीम्स लाने की जरूरत पड़े तो 2 IL-76 बड़े जहाज, 2 AN-32 छोटे जहाज, उन्हें स्टैंड बाय पे रखा हुआ है जम्मू और श्रीनगर के लिए. इसके साथ साथ हेलीकॉप्टर्स, कम से कम कोई 10-12 हेलीकॉप्टर्स जो हैं एरियल ऑपरेशंस के लिए वो स्टैंड बाय पे रखे हैं. एरियल हेलीकॉप्टर के जरिए उन इलाकों तक हम पहुंचेंगे जहां फौरी तौर लोगों को निकालना बहुत जरूरी है और जहां बोट्स के लिए इंतजार नहीं किया जा सकता.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Jammu, where he is reviewing the flood situation in the state. He held a meeting with Chief Minister Umar Abdullah a short while ago and assured him of all possible central assistance. Over 100 deaths have been reported from the Jammu region alone. Bodies of 10 bus passengers were recovered in the Rajouri district. The bus carrying 63 passengers was washed away on Thursday. Rajouri, Poonch and Riyasi districts are the worst affected areas in Jammu. And I'm now joined on the phone line by Brigadier Bhattacharya. He's Chief Engineer with Border Roads Organisation in Jammu. Sir, thanks very much for speaking to NDTV. This is obviously a humongous task for you. Just how difficult is it to carry out rescue work in the state at the moment?
Good evening to you. Actually, the issue is out of about 3,000 kilometers of roads that we have. We have approximately 890 kilometers which has been affected. And out of that, the most affected are, as you said, Jammu region. More than that is Poonch, Rajouri and Riyasi district, where in last 72 hours, our people have cleared approximately 72 flood areas, and they have been working round the clock. And worst affected, and what is worrying me is the opening of Poonch to Poonch, Rajouri, Jammu, Akhnur road. Now this road has suffered major extensive damages in terms of a large number of formation breaches, and in last 72 hours we have cleared about 23 slides in this road itself. We have been able to clear up to kilometer 231, that is just short of Poonch, and effort is on to make a shunt alongside and get the thing cleared. However, between there's been a major formation breach where we have to clear roughly about 400 meters of new road has to be cut, and hopefully we'll do it as soon as possible.
So this is of course a very, very difficult task for you, and engineers of the Border Roads Organization are working round the clock to repair those roads that have been hugely damaged. So many roads completely washed away. But sir, since you are there on the ground and you can assess the extent of the damage caused, would you say that perhaps it is time for the Air Force to now step in, because there are many, many areas that are completely cut off, and we are hearing thousands of people are stranded, many on the rooftops of their homes?
They are already doing their job and they are already at it.
Right, and also sir, to what extent is weather coming in the way of your work? Mercifully, it's not raining at the moment at least.
See, last 3 days it has been affecting our work drastically. In fact, we cleared one site and you find that after about 2 hours again the same area is affected. In certain places we had to abandon our equipment, and we also had to ensure the safety of our people. We have also got some of our equipment damaged while working because of the shooting boulders. But that's a part of, I guess, the life that Border Roads enjoys.
Right, Brigadier Bhattacharya, thanks.
At the moment, of course, the weather is clear, and we are making a preliminary assessment as to how long it will take to restore the road completely.
Right, and that may be in fact difficult to say at this moment. Brigadier Bhattacharya, thanks so much for speaking to NDTV. It's certainly a humongous task for you and your men at the moment, who are working round the clock to repair those roads that have been washed away. In fact, my colleague Zafar Iqbal is closely tracking the situation in Srinagar, which seems to be bearing the major brunt of this catastrophe. He sent us this report a short while ago.
I'm right now in Sonwar area. Boats are being sent to the inundated areas, to places which are submerged, for rescuing the people. This place didn't have water just a short while ago, but now water has entered this whole area. It's got converted into a lake. In fact, this water is going into a channel and ultimately drains into Dal Lake. The situation is very bad here. It's very close to the cantonment area, the 15 Corps, the headquarters of the army, which is also submerged because of a breach in the embankment at Shivpura. The Jhelum is flowing over the danger mark, and also there is a children's hospital close by, which is also badly affected. Water levels are rising across Kashmir Valley in all the rivers and the water bodies. The situation is very bad. It seems the focus has now shifted from South Kashmir to central Kashmir. Places like Srinagar, Budgam was affected, particularly areas of Srinagar which are in the civil lines. All those are badly affected. Places like Mahjoor Nagar, like Badshaah Nagar, Lasjan, Rambagh, Indra Nagar, they are all inundated. People are in their upper stories or on rooftops, waiting for some help to come to them. But the problem is that it's taking a long time for the Air Force to start their operations. That's the only way that these people can be rescued from their places where they are stuck, and perhaps mechanized boats can be put into operation, though the administration has sent across a lot of boats and men, but all that looks insufficient in the face of this massive tragedy. Clearly, people are desperate for help. At the moment, the focus is on the relief, on the rescue operation, but obviously the relief and rehabilitation operations will start after that. There are thousands of people who are marooned, not just in Srinagar, but in places in South Kashmir, particularly Shupaiyan, Kulgam, Pulwama, Anantnag, all those places are cut off, and there are thousands of people who are stuck there waiting for help, waiting for rescue operations to be launched, helicopters to be sent so that they can be taken out to safety. Clearly the situation continues to remain very grim all across the Kashmir Valley. In Srinagar with Amir Bhatt, Zafar Iqbal for NDTV.